This past week, a Gainesville State College student avoids an attempted carjacking. And with just under 2 weeks left in the election, the polls are beginning to tighten. And have you received a parking ticket on campus? We'll show you how to avoid those later on. Welcome to the Voice News Show. I'm Aaron Paul. This past Saturday, a Gainesville State College student was sitting at the intersection of Timothy Road and Epps Bridge Parkway when a carjacker attempted to take her car. Luckily, she was able to speed off and call the police before her car was taken. And the rest of the semester, there's not much left. We're going to go to CJ Whitehead now for the Campus Activities Board, and he's going to let you know what's going to be going on around campus for the rest of the semester. CJ?
Thanks, Aaron. CJ Whitehead, campus reporter. I'm going to tell you what's going on at the end of October, the rest of November, and the beginning of December. November 18th, Campus Activity Board will host another breakfast starting at 9 a.m. in the SRC. This is the SRC, so this is where you should be to attend the breakfast. November 19th, we will have Wayne Hoffman, who is a hypnotist, will be performing some of his skills at 12 o'clock in the SRC. Again, this is the SRC. November 20th, Tia Williams will host a religious tolerance panel survey open to all students with co-curriculum transcript. That's pretty much it for the end of November, or middle of November. Towards the end of November, the 26th to the 30th, we will have Thanksgiving break. So don't come to class the 26th to the 30th. In December, on December 2nd, we will have a massage chair day is what they're calling it, but it's pretty much a spa day. If you like getting your hands moisturized and you like sitting and getting your feet massaged and you like sitting in a chair and just having a lot of really nice looking women just patter you up and look nice, and that's something for the guys. The girls, you can just have a nice little spa day all for free. I'm CJ Whitehead, Campus Activity Board. Back to you, Aaron.
Thanks, CJ. Gainesville State College is offering a big variety this year of study abroad programs for students to participate in. We're going to go to Katie now with our club specialist on more on the Costa Rica trip with Jill Schultz. Katie?
Thanks, Aaron. I'm Katie Dixon, and I'm your new student activities reporter. I'm here with Jill Schultz talking about the study abroad trip. Where is the study abroad trip to?
The study abroad trip is to Costa Rica. That's a country in Central America.
Okay. Why did you choose this location?
I chose this location because I actually lived and worked in Costa Rica. After I got out of college, I was studying birds, and I had the opportunity to live there and work there studying birds for a few months.
Okay, that's exciting. What are the students going to study?
When we go to Costa Rica, we actually visit three sites. We go to a central rainforest in the country. We go to a national park along the Caribbean coast. And we finish the class at a national park that has an active volcano. The main area that the students will be studying is the natural history of animals and plants in Costa Rica. So, for example, we go on guided hikes through the rainforest with a local guide, and we learn about how animals and plants are adapted to tropical forests.
That sounds very interesting. How much credit do the students earn?
It's a 2-credit course, and it satisfies the Area B elective. And most of the students that go on the trip typically are not necessarily science majors. Although the class is Ecology 1000, it's really designed for people who are just interested in nature and being outdoors and maybe having an adventure.
Okay. How many students can you take?
We limit the trip to 15 students.
Okay. Can anyone go?
Anyone can go. We welcome students. We also, even if a student might have a friend who isn't enrolled here, you can go on the trip as a continuing education student, so anyone can go.
Okay, that's great. How much does it cost to go?
The trip costs $2,250, and that's actually the least expensive of the study abroad trips that we are offering this year. And the trip is a 2-week trip in May. And that price actually includes airfare, lodging, 3 meals a day, all the entry fees to the national parks, all the recreation that we do, all the travel in country. So it's truly an all-inclusive trip. It's actually It's actually, you really get a lot for your money. Something I'd like to mention, a lot of students don't realize that there's money available from the college that will help them pay for their trip. There are 2 different scholarships from the college, and most students who apply for them get some money, anywhere from $500, $700, even $1,000 to help defray the cost of the trip.
That's awesome. That trip sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Thanks, Katie. Just under 2 weeks away before America votes, this is one of the biggest campaigns ever between John McCain and Barack Obama. Despite Barack Obama having over a 10-point lead in the past weeks, John McCain is beginning to close the gap. We're going to go now to Alex Gregory with our TVNS Question of the Week.
Thanks, Aaron. Your Question of the Week segment is me, Alex Gregory. Question for this week is, what do you think of the election process? Is it too long, too short? What are your opinions? Let's get going. Excuse me, mind if I ask you this question?
Yeah, what's up?
Question of the week is, what do you think about the election process? Is it too long, too short? What are your general opinions?
I personally don't think it's long enough. Really, I don't think people are educated enough, and I think only time, if people actually spend time, educating themselves on the candidates, different policies and whatnot, things could be better. It's not realistic though, so I don't know if that helps.
All right.
Go with
Well,
that.
I mean, the problem is that you don't get to know somebody who's going to rule your whole country in this amount of time. So it's definitely like you've got, a few months. Okay, I want this person to rule my country, but how are you supposed to make a good picture? They can't make a good picture of who that is. I think it's too short.
Okay, awesome. Let's keep going.